Hi, welcome to Elaine Enlightening's video blog number 27. And we're going to do another video blog today because I had this intuition to share with you a story and use it as an opportunity to teach the importance of a balanced masculine and feminine energy, actually to heal and balance masculine and feminine energies. So here's my story. So yesterday I took my son out, bought him a new car, took him out for a drive in it after we purchased it so he could learn how to drive a stick. And we were working along with it, and after a time he kind of blurted out that he would rather that a male member of the family was helping him with this type of thing. So I taught him to drive as well, and we had our stressful moments with that. And I thought this was going okay, but it was starting to get a bit stressful. And so it was interesting. I just allowed myself to just be with how I felt at the time. I noticed that I felt hurt, and that as I came home and well, I had some time right after that to actually be with those feelings, I realized that it was that I didn't feel appreciated. And I came to that conclusion pretty quickly because it's been coming up for me quite a bit when it happens in relationship to something with my son or a family member. It seems to always come up with that feeling of needing to be appreciated. And as I thought about that, and I always tap on these things, I realized that I tuned into that part of me that has had very limited beliefs about what a woman's role is. And I actually spent most of my life putting myself as a woman in the identity of the weak person, the weaker sex, not weak of mind, but the weaker physically, and needs to be the woman behind the man, shouldn't take the credit, rocks the cradle, changes the world, and can have an influence but shouldn't be really known or well known. It's like I said, it's very limited understanding. I don't expect you to understand it. I'm not trying to get you to understand where I was coming from even. That's not the point here. The point is that I've had these understandings. I've worked through a lot of that and released a lot of limitations and fears about a woman's role. So instead of getting really angry and usually like quiet and mad, or mad and quiet spirit would be the reaction that I would have in that situation, I just noticed that I felt hurt, and I just didn't try to deny that or push it away or judge it. But at the same time, I knew that it was important for me to get in touch with the feelings behind it. So when I realized that it was the appreciation was kind of a big factor, that that I came from this whole mentality that a woman's job is a thankless job, a mother's job is a thankless job, a wife's job is a thankless job. Okay? And so I'm still carrying those things around. I don't live that life anymore where I keep myself in a small position, or now I'm a life coach. I have a much bigger perspective on my life and my passion and my purpose. But sometimes we still carry around some default thinking, and this just was very clear that I was getting in touch with that. And so as I tapped on that, I noticed that it was just a matter of me learning to accept that I can give myself this love. So this is something I'm just teaching you, an advanced understanding of holistic belief reprogramming, that you can, if you're open to it, you can apply this in your life as well. And that's that when you realize that there's something you're not receiving from your world around you or the people around you, which is the same thing, then it's because we're not willing to give it to ourselves. In that way we can learn so much from the people around us. And if I sense that I don't feel appreciated, then probably the person that I was dealing with doesn't feel appreciated from me either. More than likely, it's not balanced that way. And women and mothers, if you come from that traditional, conventional thinking that I did, it can tend to come from the idea that we're the givers, we're not the receivers. And that's really where I came from. And now I understand the importance of the giving and receiving being balanced, which I'm still working through those understandings in my life. But the idea is I need to give myself the permission to receive gratitude, to receive appreciation, and to accept myself, and to give myself the love. And the only way to do that is to accept it from God. Now I call him God. You can say whatever you prefer for your source, but I call him God. And that, in that way, it's not humanism. I'm not saying I'm getting it from me. I'm getting it from that part of me that already knows what love is all about. And in that way, I can give it to others. It's pretty difficult to share what you don't have or will not receive from God, so I can find it within. And so as I did that tapping and accepted that part of me that already knows how to receive that love, I realized that I had been given this crystal to wear today, which represents the female heart chakra. And I just really appreciated that, because basically the female heart chakra is about compassion and receiving, nurturing and gentleness, self-love and acceptance, and it's about connection. Right? So if I don't feel appreciated and I don't feel like someone is grateful for the help that I'm giving them, then I'm not feeling connected to them, right? And this is all about connection. So who's breaking the connection here? Well, I might want to blame it on my son that he's breaking the connection, but honestly he's giving me a clue that I'm the one that's broke it first, or I wouldn't see it as broken. And I wouldn't see him as believing it as broken. And he may not think of it in those terms, but that's how I'm realizing it. So I connect to the divine feminine energy within is the mantra for this female heart chakra. I love and accept myself unconditionally. I am in receivership of love and affection. It's not from others, but as I give it to myself from God, he's willing to give it to me. If I'm open to receive it, then I'll give it to others, then I'll see it coming back. And it won't have that imbalance, that appearance of imbalance. I am the best mirror of love. You see, it's a perfect mantra for helping to dispel this idea that what I see is showing me that I'm not appreciated. That will switch as I continue to switch this understanding. And I really gained so much from healing and balancing and healing the masculine and feminine energies with a wonderful video product created by Erica Awakening called Holistic Belief Reprogramming. And so I will share the link under this video, and you can click on that. It's in the mini products. It's one of the mini products. Mini as in M-I-N-I. So it's a shorter product. It's not a 30-day challenge. But it's a very powerful video product that helped me to understand the need for this balance in my life, which was very imbalanced before. Right? You could see that as I told you just what little I've shared in this video, that I was very imbalanced in my understanding of the feminine. So this is helping me to find the balance today, and for however many days I feel to wear it, as I understand that the feminine energy is not what I thought it was. So I'm opening myself up to truth and understanding, and that's what happens when we practice EFT, in particular HBR, because then we are letting go of our own identity and ideas of what we thought was true, and opening ourselves up to truth. Okay, so that's it for today. If you're interested in private coaching, go to taplightunlimited.com/coaching. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. Elaine Enlightening at taplightunlimited.com. Bye-bye.